There we are. Now it should work. And yes, do go and check out London Euphoria. He is a great person. He's a great keeper. You are loud. Awesome! Thank you for resubbing, Marie. I'm going to need to turn you down slightly. And continue before I go deaf. Yay! Hello? There we go. Yeah, so we started with the third date for Robert, and last time we started going on a ghost tour. So let's see where the... I know, Swedish got cheaper too, I think, which is so great. I just hope that the streamers get paid the same. But me, I don't really care for my sake, but there are some people I subscribe to help them out because they have decided to go to make Twitch their job, and even yeah, and I subscribe to them to help them out because it's their job now. They have quit their day job and things like that, and I really want to help them out. But if me paying less means that they get less, I mean, I could pop up to third tier if it becomes even cheaper, but yeah. So yeah, last time we went on a... Oh, I need to find that paper, because Terry's recommended that I keep a note of what we did last time. I have 3 things on my desk, and none of them is the notes we took last time. Whoops. Oh. Now that I have actually finished that call, I am going to put you on Do Not Disturb. Give me a second while I organize my everything. This is what happens when I have to do stuff right before streaming. Sorry about the noise. There, found it. Knew I had it written down. It was on a post-it that was stuck to the underside of my dice tray. Okay, so post-its, pen, notes. Let's go! Our group arrives at an old, decrepit colonial-style house. A quick pause in the tour. My name is Quinn, but most people on the ghost tour circuit call me Tour Master Quinn. I'm a DJ, trivia master, and part-time actor. And full-time annoying. I do private ghost hunting events, birthday parties, MC bar mitzvahs, and perform traditional vaudevillian mime work. Blah. Yes, I know that shirt. Me. Especially paired with the whole color scheme. Tour Master Quinn gives out headshots to all of us. His resume is on the back. Stage combat experience. Anyway, here's a little bit of history for you all. This was the home of noted American author Dorothy Pembridge, whose prose was wildly popular in the late 19th century. It was in the attic of this very home where she wrote such classics as The Diaries of a Victorian Mistress, Lady Fitzwilliam's Courtship, and The Ghost of Sea Captain Reginald Barclay. She unfortunately died of consumption shortly after the turn of the century, but several people have reported that on some nights you can see a light from the attic, where the ghost of Miss Pembridge continues work on her latest bestseller. I know, right, buddy? I love the design of this game is so good, and I agree with you. Like this wardrobe is just, but it's not. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not comical in the extreme. Like, he's a comical figure, but it's not disruptive. I think is what I'm looking for. It matches the personality. I guess you could say that she was consumed by her work. No. No reaction from the crowd. This guy needs to work on his dad jokes. Actually, consumption is the popular cover-up. Little known fact is that it was a murder-suicide. I'm pretty sure she died of consumption. Sure. And we definitely didn't hire Stanley Kubrick to elaborately fake the moon landing. That's the watered-down, censored version they teach you in school. But if you hadn't handled the real story, I understand. Or if you can't handle the real story, I understand. It's not for the faint of heart. Ooh, I want pretzels. Might go get some later. There's a bit to walk to the only place that actually sell them in town. But can we... I think everyone would much rather hear what this world-renowned ghost historian has to say. Right, everybody? The group murmurs in agreement. This is a topic we cover extensively in our book, Dr. Loomis. Would you care to tell this story? So yeah, which one do we want to go with here? Riff something highbrow, go with something I know, rely on amazing improv comedy skills. This seems a bit risky no matter what we choose. But yeah, if you want, you can choose something, or we can just roll for it. Let's do a roll while we may wait for Maria. Itchy nose. Roll. 1. There's a space there. Roll 1d3. Number 1. Let's riff something highbrow. Oh yes. Though it's rarely covered in traditional textbooks, Dorothy Pembridge was caught in a fierce rivalry with fellow local author Arthur Livingston Price. Arthur's books were blatant rip-offs of Pembridge's work and consistently sold better. Pembridge was enraged by this and confronted Livingston Price at his home with plans to end his life. The bitter feud surprisingly blossomed into a torrid, passionate affair. After many months of secret courtship, Pembridge followed through with her original plan and poisoned Livingston Price in his sleep. Overcome with unexpected grief, Pembridge polished off the last of the poison and died by her lover's side. Reports say that couples who enter this house will no doubt doom their relationship to a bitter end. Robert liked that one. Nice. Man, I should bring my wife here. The entire group laughs heartedly. I'm kidding, my wife is dead. The crowd gasps. She was killed by a ghost. The crowd gasps again. I'm just messing with you guys. A nervous chuckle ripples through the crowd. You came back at the perfect time, Maria. The tour guide sees this as an opportunity to take back the group and addresses us with some razzle-dazzle. Haha, what an interesting story. Now, I just want everyone to know that the next location is extremely terrifying. If anyone thinks they can't handle it, feel free to excuse yourselves. Alright, I'm bored. Mary turns to a young guy looking at his phone and taps him on the shoulder. Hey kid, fancy buying a gal a drink? The guy looks up at her and smiles. Only if the bar is haunted. Honey, I can show you the most haunted place in town. I think I could exorcise your demons, if that's what you're looking for.
Hey.
Don't try tricks your dick can't catch, kid. What the hell? His eyes go wide. Mary salutes me and Robert. She suddenly pulls me into a hug and murmurs into my ear. When you've known Rob for as long as I have, you know when something's wrong. Keep an eye on him for me tonight, okay? Sure, Mary. I know, right? That was gold. I like Mary. Good man. Mary pats me on the back and pulls away. She takes the guy's hand and leads him down the street. Take it sleazy, fellas. God help that poor soul. Mary or the kid? Both. Our last stop, this burial ground is such a hotbed of horrifying paranormal activity that I'm not even sure where to begin. There's the wailing ghost of the wharfman, the vampire of Maple Bay, the children of the moonlight. What about the Dover ghost? By this point, the tour guide is clearly irritated with us. I know, right, Maddie? I love this game so much. I'm totally going to be replaying it a few hundred times after this. What about it? Oh, nothing. I just think it would be a crime to come all the way out to this cemetery, the actual origin of one of New England's most notorious paranormal entities, and not even mention the infamous Dover ghost. I thought you were on the west coast. New England is on the east. Didn't they talk about something from the west coast? I'm confused. It's not like there's an entire continent in between the two. I thought they were talking about like something that would be on the west coast. Portland, Washington State, California, that part. But now they're in New England, which is on the east coast. Probably trolling. I mean, he talked about tracking the Dover ghost on the second date, but it might not be that they're talking about it being here at all. I'm just confused. That's not a real thing. That's absolutely not a real thing. Sweat drops. I think someone needs to brush up on their paranormal history. I know tons about paranormal history. I know every ghost story in this area. I can guarantee there's one you don't know. Robert looks over at me and smiles. Would you folks care to hear the tale of how Loomis and I met?
Alright.
No. The entire group shushes the tour guide. Okay, fine. Tell the story. Well, it was a dark and stormy night. I wasn't a paranormal investigator.
Hey.
Way back when, I was just a...
Hey.
Okay, so... Which one do we want to pick for this one? Which one do we think that Rob would like? I'm thinking either a carnival barker or a traveling grifter. But it is entirely up to you guys to pick one. I think a carnival barker is... Hi Penny! Sure. A carnival barker I think is the one who do the games. But we have one for grifter. Hi Penny! But if am I right in thinking that a carnival barker is basically the person who is doing advertisement for them, for the carnival, like for rides and games and stuff like that? But we have one for grifter. Do we have any objections to grifter? Ow. Okay, let's go with grifter then. We were a traveling grifter. Nice! Thank you, Penny! Moving from town to town, always looking for my next mark. It wasn't an easy life, but I had fun. Taking from the rich, giving to the poor. Actually, also taking from the poor. I had a shaky moral foundation. I happened upon the quiet town of Maple Bay quite by accident, but little did I know that this city has a dark side. Now, about the same time, I was just starting out as an apprentice to a rather famous ghost hunter, who was also an old family friend of mine. I carried the equipment, operated the EVP machine, all that. Wait. Yes? Who was the famous ghost hunter? Well, I don't like to name drop, but Georgia Mathers. The tour group gasps. Georgia Mathers? She's a legend. You know her? Knew her. Amazing woman. Died mysteriously. Miss you, Georgie. Anyway, we were in Maple Bay investigating some reports of strange lights and sounds coming from the cemetery late at night. Now, we had been warned by the old crypt keeper that this place was highly dangerous, but Georgia was never one to shy away from an adventure. We camped out in the center of the cemetery for 3 nights straight. We endured your so-called wailing watchman. Wailing what? Wailing ghost of the wharfman. Whatever, your stupid vampire was just a teenager in a mask. But Dover Ghost, man, tell them, Loomies. So there I was, just walking back to my hotel after a long day of... yeah, the middle one would fit the story that we're currently telling. Because this one would be Bible Salesman and this would be the Carnival. So... we're going with the middle one here, number 2, because that would fit the story. And I remember last time that Terrace recommended that we keep track of the story. I mean, I think Robert would appreciate if we stick to the story. But yeah, you decide. Nah. Which one would you pick other than number 2 then, Maria? Same. Okay, let's go with the cons. Yay! Classic pigeon drop scam, putting out feelers for a rip deal. I was going to steal a baby probably. Would have made me rich. No. I found myself walking past this very cemetery. Now I was never a very superstitious man, but something seemed off. I could hear some sort of commotion happening deep within the graveyard, and I felt compelled to investigate. I have no idea. It's probably a YouTube video of that. I know there are a bunch of YouTube videos about different scams and how to avoid getting scammed that way. And thank God you did. Georgia and I were conducting a seance in the mausoleum. At first things were pretty normal, but after about an hour everything went south. Playing back the EVP meter, we were able to hear a single word. Hi, Terrace!
Really?
Run!
I...
The air suddenly went cold. Something was very, very wrong. I just knew we weren't alone. We started to hear this faint, distant, scraping noise, like something being dragged across the ground. It got louder and louder until it was deafening, some kind of demented howl. And then I felt it. Something grabbing my ankle. Robert has the whole crowd hook, line and sinker. You could hear a pin drop. I've only cried twice in my life. Once was at the birth of my daughter. The other was when that thing started dragging me. I wasn't sure where it was taking me, but I knew it was no place I wanted to go. I was sure I was going to die. The moment I crossed the gate into the cemetery, I heard this god-awful screeching. I ran into the mausoleum just in time to see a man being pulled across the floor by... God, to this day, the mere thought of it ties my stomach into knots. It looked like a man, but like... I glanced at Robert. Like someone who didn't know what a man was supposed to look like, tried to put one together. The arms were too long. Its eyes glowed red. It was like a walking shadow. What did I do? What any good person would do. I lunged for... Shoot, what was his fake name again? Hi, Bloody! And... now, taking notes actually come into play. That scared me, Bloody, and hi, welcome on in. Yep, I did take notes. Daniel McSturgis is what I wrote down. So let's go with that one. Daniel. Yes! It was correct! I was second guessing myself here. I grabbed his hand and entered into a tug-of-war with the unholiest of forces. I thought I was gonna be torn in half. We're doing great, Bloody! How are you? There are so many cool people in my chat right now. I'm so happy. Could we get shoutouts for Bloody and Penny, please? Nice, Bloody! Oh yeah, for people just popping in here, I wanted to tell everyone that I will be playing on London Euphoria. Thank you, Maria. That was loud. On Wednesday next week at I think it's 9:30 p.m. Central European Time, I will be playing I lost my train of thought. I will be playing Call of Cthulhu over at London Euphoria's channel, so please come on by and say hi then. Hi, Hester! Ah, that sub sound was loud. I'm going to have to fix that at some later point because that still rings in my head. I thought I was gonna be torn in half,
I.
but I had God on my side. The pocket Bible I always kept on me fell out of my shirt pocket, and to this day I can remember what passages open up to. Help? That is awesome, Teres. I'm glad you did. But yeah, which one do we want? We could roll for it. If you want to pick one, we can pick one. I mean, I'm always a sucker for Revelations because that book is bonkers, but if you want, you can roll a d4 and we can decide that way. Okay, let's go with Revelations then, because Teres said Revelations. I have no idea. Yeah, not Austin, because that's not a... no, he dropped a pocket Bible and it opened up on a page. Teres thinks we should go with Revelations. I'm always partial to Revelations because, yeah, that book is bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I would offer to look it up, but all my religious texts are in the attic, I think. I have so many religious texts and mythologies and I can just see that. Oh, that's too funny, Terence. Yeah, I can see why you would get in trouble for that, but also, why would they... uh, okay, so that is just... Oh, now I remember. Yeah, it's the shopping list. Shopping list. The Revelations, like I said, bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Revelations so far seems to be the one that is the one that makes the most sense for this scenario or setting. Ooh, Ecclesiastes seems to fit as well. That one seems to fit the most, since they were in the mausoleum. I don't know. You want to roll for it? Okay. So that's 2 votes for... Yeah, I don't think that's the correct one, but there are 2 votes for Revelations and 1 for rolling. So I'm thinking we go with Revelations because majority vote. Okay, we have 2 for Revelations, 1 for Ecclesiastes, and 1 for rolling. So I think we're gonna go with Revelations for this one. Because majority, but you know. Let's go with Revelations. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Hey, he knows his Bible. I have no idea where Robert pulled that verse from. He didn't like it though. Well, he didn't hate it, but... With a horrifying growl, the entity finally relented. Daniel and I collapsed onto the ground, exhausted. We were both covered in blood. Oh, that's fair. Whoops. Like I said, I would probably be replaying this like 100 times after this is over. Yeah. Yeah. That damn creature clawed into my chest. Got me real good. Had to get 16 stitches. Robert pulls down the collar of his shirt to reveal a long wicked scar across his pecs. And that's how I got this scar.
Hey.
I followed Georgia Mathers to the ends of the earth. We faced exorcisms, demons, poltergeists that threw our equipment across the room. But I had never seen Georgia so scared. She was never the same after that, and neither was I. Watching what happened to Daniel and Georgia shook my faith, but I came out of that experience a better man and a better friend. And we've been brothers ever since. The tour group gives us a round of applause as Daniel, Robert, and I share an emotional hug. As he embraces me, I can smell the cologne on his neck. Wow, Robert does clean up good. I find myself lingering a little too long on the hug. The tour guide seems to have bought it. Even he is wiping a tear from his eyes. Thank you, thank you. It's an honor to be able to share our story. Be sure to watch out for our book. Which one do we pick here? I don't think that's gonna work. Okay. So we have one for one. We have a resounding one for number 3. Okay, that's 2 for on 3. I don't think. Okay, that's 2 for 3, 1 for 1. Do we have anything else? Okay, no. We kinda want him to like us. Kinda. Kind of. And the top one is a TV show in this verse. So. Okay. The contenders are number 1 or number 3. I don't think Robert would like number 3. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be replaying this so many times after this stream. But yeah, if chat wants me to click number 3, I'm going to do it. Because it's funny. Okay, let's go to one that tries to ensure us, well, get us closer to what chat. Okay, more Robert love. The more Robert likes us, the more chance there is for more packs. But yeah, chat, you decide. I think so, yeah, Penny. Okay, let's go with number 1. In the name of Scarred Packs, let's go with number 1. Yay! Robert has to suppress a laugh at that one.
All right.
Well, I think you both definitely earned your t-shirts. The tour guy hands us the coveted t-shirts. He then slips us both his business card and leans in close.
Hey.
If you guys are ever in need of a professional actor, balloon animal artist, Elvis impersonator, or nude model, no thank you, please don't hesitate to contact me.
Hi.
You got it, buddy. Yeah, I love those two, bloody. Yeah. After a couple of tourists take selfies with us, we split away from the group and walk home. That was incredible. I really can't. Damn. I don't know what happened there. That was a bit of everything I've played recently. I really can't believe they bought all of that. I didn't know you had it in ya, Excuse me, Dr. Loomis. Bleh. That bit about the pocket Bible was aces, although giving the Dover ghost glowing red eyes was a little cliché. And the Kubrick and the Kubrick conspiracy theory bit wasn't?
Hey.
All a part of the character. Well, we got the shirts out of it. We arrive in front of Robert's house. Wanna have a drink? Number 2? I mean, to be fair, Robert drinks a lot more than Chris P does. Anyone else have anything, or are we running with number 2? Okay, number 2 it is then. You trying to poison me? I know where this goes. Small. I know where this goes, small. I know the steps. 1 second I'm sipping delicious aged scotch, the next I'm foaming at the mouth and you've taken over the throne.
Oh.
Long live the king, baby. Ha! Nice. Okay. That was a bit of a creepy fade, but you know. Robert leads me inside. I can't help but think about what Mary said to me. Robert did seem a little bit off, but that completely disappeared when we were joking around with the ghost tour. I don't know. He's hard to read. While I'm thinking, I hear claws skittering across the floor. Oh god, it's his pit bull. I'm about to be torn to shreds. No, this is not Chris P's place. This is Robert's place. There are no flamingos here, but I think we're about to meet a puppy. I shut my eyes tight and brace for impact. Betsy, hey, be nice. I don't feel anything but tiny paws scratching at my shoes. I open my eyes. Betsy? Robert's dog jumps away from me, running around in circles and sniffing Robert's legs. He pats her on the head. That's not a pit. Okay. Hey, that's not a pit bull. This is the cutest, dumbest Boston Terrier I've ever seen. Betsy, you're not a pit bull? And you weren't taken by the Dover ghost? Betsy's made of tougher stuff than that, ain't ya, girl? Betsy rolls over for some well-deserved belly rubs. Boop.
Hey.
I just keep a picture of a large pit bull in my wallet in case of emergencies. Comedic emergencies. We make our way to Robert's living room. For a quiet man with arguably... I swear I can speak. We make our way to Robert's living room. For a quiet man with arguably the oldest pickup truck that can be legally driven, his place is amazing. There are sleek modern appliances throughout the room with a big flat screen TV mounted on the wall. He has shelves upon shelves of DVDs. Guess he wasn't lying about being really into cinema. Puppy belly rubs, especially with a Boston Terrier. He pours our Okay, resetting. He pours us both glasses of whiskey from a well-stocked bar in the corner while Betsy curls up on a pile of cushions. So, how did you really get that scar? And don't tell me you got it fishing for Alaskan king crabs in the Bering Sea or something. And don't tell me you got it fishing for Alaskan king crabs in the Bering Sea or something. You trained me too well. Yes, Marie? Oh, it's tea. But yeah, this mug is tea that I forgot from breakfast. This is water. It's just, look, it's just water. No, 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 no. If I drink whiskey, it's gonna be in this bad boy. Irish crystal glass. Ow. I might actually get some whiskey after this. It's a little bit too early for me. I haven't. In order for me to not get too affected, since I still have a hole in my face or mouth, I need to eat something before, and usually I need a sturdy lunch before I go on to the stuff that has alcohol in it. But no. The trick. The trick to Wagyu ribs. I'd love to try that. No, the trick to getting the voice down to this part, I can't do this for long because it really affects my vocal folds. But you curl in on yourself. That affects how you speak. Like all you have to do is just hunch over a little bit. It compresses your vocal tract. So I don't really have to do anything other than, change my posture. What I also do is, as I hunch over, you relax your throat, and then you push out more air as you speak. As a woman, this is not good for your vocal folds, so please, if you try to do that, I can speak like this, but then your voice gets really high and really scratchy. Relaxing the vocal tract, relaxing your throat, makes your voice a bit hoarser. But it also puts a lot more strain on your vocal tract. There are ways to do that, like warming up before. I talk to myself a lot before I start streaming, which is why I'm happy that Andy's actually working in the office right now. Because you need to warm up your throat. Especially if you try to go into a register that is not your own. Like doing voices for men, as a woman, you need to warm up your vocal tract. Otherwise you can do permanent damage to your vocal folds. I mean, like even doing in our last game, even doing Eden for such a long time, because she's not exactly in my register, it took a lot of out of my voice, and especially switching from Arthur, who is an older dwarf character, to Eden, who is a sort of young woman. I wonder if I can do her voice again. Like, I would hunch slightly and then make her a bit more indecisive, but with a sharp tone. And then you layer in the fear of just being pulled out of a fire. That's how you do. That's how I do the Eden. You make each word a little bit sharper, and then she's just outside of my normal talking range, and then you speed it up a little bit to add to the fear factor of that whole situation. But you just hunch slightly. I don't remember. I think Arthur was more of a. He was a little bit slower when talking because he'd been locked up in that room for so long. He hadn't really been talking, and his jaws were hurting from being gagged for so long. So he didn't really close his mouth all the way. And he had a slight underbite, which made some words a bit sharper when talking. So yeah, those are different tricks you can do without, because I'm still practicing accents. But those are a few tricks you can do when doing voices. Like for playing this game, I think it's Matt. Yeah, Matt, I gave a slight underbite to give him a bit more distinction when talking. And he still had that sharp tone where instead of doing the floating around, floating on the words, you make it a bit sharper. And then I tried to layer in a little bit of an accent to it. For Craig, it was like, he's still in college, bro. So he has a more floating tone to it. But yeah, at least I try. That is fair. Yeah, it would. It really puts a strain on your voice after a while. Like in the game of Through the Breach I play an Irishman. It's nice to hear that you're getting over that, Terrace. But yeah, the Irishman. He's kind of soft-spoken, especially in this new world, where aren't too many people who really know where he's from. Ooh, nice. For Dakarin, it's Dakarin is my bard. It depends on who she's talking to. Like, if she's just talking like normal, well, from where she grew up and all the things that she experienced, she's kind of talking like this, and she kind of has this. She do contractions all the time, like everything she talks about. She's very excitable. She's new to this world. Not new to her. She's 39 years old, but she's lived on a farm her whole life until 5 years ago, and so she really wants to experience everything. But when she is in work mode, she's more soft-spoken and outreaching, and she would never consider anything that could impact her looks and how she's perceived by others. So, quirks. Ooh, nice. But yeah, it depends on, just for Dakarin being a performer, being a bard, it depends on who she's talking to. Dakarin in work mode doesn't use contraction. She does not use any form of contractions, but she does not have the British lilt to it either, or the British lilt to it either. It's more a matter of trying to pull the audience in without being too formal. before we get... I need a tangent emote. I really need a tangent emote. Okay. Robert laughs and takes a sip of his drink. My daughter... My daughter and I were riding our bikes. I hit a rock and flew over the handlebars. And then we went to the hospital, and that's it.
Oh.
Not a very interesting story. I never heard you talk about your daughter. Well, I have one. That's her. He points at a picture on the wall of a very serious little girl with dark eyes. Yep, that's definitely Robert's daughter. How old is she? 25, 26? Not too sure. Does she live around here?
Really?
No. Val lives back home in Brooklyn. Works at some new media online magazine thing. Makes buckets though. That's an I'm looking forward to hearing Ranger's voice. Like the way you describe it looks really interesting. He suddenly seems really serious. I probably shouldn't press him about it.
Hey.
You like Santana? Okay, yes or no on Santana? I like Santana, but I'm not Robert. Okay, of course we like Santana. And any objections? Yeah. Yes. Okay, let's go with yes. Great. Robert puts on Santana, then takes a seat on the couch next to me. He suddenly downs his drink in one gulp. Hey, are you all right? Yeah, exactly. Who would say no? Robert leans in and kisses me, the taste of whiskey burning my lips. I'm surprised at first, but slowly relax into his arms. He pulls away slightly, his lips barely brushing against my mouth. This is going somewhere. I am now. Cheesy, but cute. Cheesy, but cute. I can't say anything, at best managing a sigh. Robert leans in again, kissing me harder. He pulls my bottom lip between his teeth and bites lightly, sliding a hand under my shirt. My heart pounds in my chest as he lies us both down on the couch. I just wait. It's not that. Robert bites down and I have to stifle a moan. Okay, cool. I was just wondering, Terrence. I was like, this is a teen-rated game. Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that, Terrace. Stop. Oh, thank you. Robert stiffens up and pulls away. No biting? No, I'm more than okay with that. Something's up. Robert runs a hand through his hair and looks away. Probably a good call. I'm fine. I've just been kinda stressed out. Tired. Not a big deal. If I was playing not on stream, I might have agreed with you, Maria, on that. Well, I would definitely agree with you on that. But since this is a teen-rated game, and I'm streaming it, no. Okay, do we let it go, or do we push it? Okay. Yeah, always do the thing, right? That is very true, Terrace. I would personally not drop it at this point. Guy just tried to distract us. Something's going on. Yeah, let's push it. Listen, I want this as badly as you do, but I know something's wrong. That's not his voice. I need to make sure that you're okay. That's still not his voice. Robert stares at the ground. You don't know me that well, Crispy. I'm not a good person. He takes a deep breath. Yes, it is very wrong. In so many ways. And not wrong at the same time. In other ways. I spent my whole life only taking, and now here I am, an old broken man sitting on top of a pile of everything I've ever taken, alone. But I want to know you. You don't have to keep hiding behind fake stories and acting like you don't have feelings. He sighs heavily. It's Val. She's visiting tomorrow. She wants to patch things up. Are you... I'm sorry, but is this a bit? No. When was the last time you saw her? 3, 4, I think? Months? Years. I sit up straight. Jesus, Robert, what happened between you two? I don't want to talk about it. Robert and I sit in silence, neither of us wanting to look at each other, both of us unsure what to do next. Fine. Things were already bad between us. I cared about her, I always did. Things just got in the way. And before I knew it, she was leaving for college, wanting nothing to do with me. Marilyn and I moved out here. Marilyn and I moved out here to settle down. We thought it would help to get away from all the distractions, all the money, the drinking. But temptation gets to you. I tried to be better, but I just couldn't. And then the accident changed everything. I think every day about how she must have died hating me. That was a weird pause. Let's try that again. And then the accident changed everything. I think every day about how she must have died hating me. I never became the better man that she wanted me to be, and the one she always saw in me. She was the last thread Val and I had connecting us together. I didn't know that when I lost my wife I was going to lose my daughter too. Robert, I spent so much time chasing after things I thought were going to make me happy that I ruined my only real chance at happiness. Now my wife is dead and my daughter hates me. And then I convinced myself that this, he gestures vaguely in my direction, was going to make me happy. Why do we even try anymore? I'm so sorry. I know how hard it is to... No, you don't. How could you possibly know how this feels? You did everything right. Your daughter loves you. You're a good person. I was a terrible husband and I'm an even worse father. I have no idea why she's even bothering to contact me now. I know I'm just gonna fuck it up like I always do. I'm broken. I shouldn't even go. Robert puts his head in his hands. My throat hates me. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that before I was going to ask, but yeah, number 2. Which one? Exactly. Right? Come on, dude. I know exactly. Like, I would pick number 2 as well, because with that, I have a friend who's like this. But, you know, the attitude, not the backstory. Let's tell him what he needs to hear. Hey, nice. Nothing's going to change until you do. Robert pauses. He looks at me. There are a lot of things in my life that I regret, that I wish I could take back or do over, and it hurts so much to know that I can't. But what I can do, and what you have the privilege of doing tomorrow morning, is to wake up and try to be a better person than you were the day before. Right? Things aren't going to fix themselves tomorrow or the next day, and patching things up with Val isn't going to solve all of your problems either. But nothing is going to change if you don't. And you can't love anyone else until you stop hating yourself. That is true. That is so incredibly true. And more people need to realize that. Because then this planet would be such a much better place than it is. I mean, I try. At least, I don't hate myself anymore. I did when I was younger. I'm kind of content in my own skin at this point. And you're right. I don't know you that well, but you have the same capacity for good that we all have, and I know you can find it. Yeah, I think it's called being a teenager. And then sometimes your teenage year comes with extra baggage, so. But yeah, you cannot care for someone else unless you know how to care for yourself. Val is giving you a chance. Don't waste it. But, Robert, listen to me. It's gonna be okay. But... I lean over and embrace Robert, pulling him in as tightly as I can. He buries his head into my shoulder, hugging me back. Aww. It's gonna be okay. I place a hand on the back of his head and stroke his hair. He shudders, then sobs, and I realize he's crying. Thank you. We stay there for a while, holding each other. We both eventually drift off to sleep. Oh, my back hurts just reading that. Oh, ow. Ooh! Come on, 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 come on. Ah! So close! So close! So close! Fine. Well, I know where we messed up, so... Wait for... No. Wait for it. Come on. Phew, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Crispy, be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Yeah. We only got an A. Hi, Terrace's puppy. Rats. Okay, where do we want to take this now? I know that, right, Maria, but we did miss one. And we all got one neutral in between there. Number 3? Yeah, I think we have had this before, where he's talking about the feds. So, yeah. Okay, let's go with number 3. Sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. That life of crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send them in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the US government. Hi, Roger. Ugh. Well, if they think they're gonna take me alive, they got another thing coming. I'm kidding, you're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Oh, Dad, you... I dramatically whipped the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figured you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to have a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road... A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers? This is all 19 seasons! Almost as long as that word, or the title of it. And bonus material including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this, thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you wanna hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. What? I know, I want that. I want ghost commentary. You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here! Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Party! That's why they're all here. Yeah. Is that a mac and cheese bar? I also want a mac and cheese party. Sure is. Fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake. The good kind with the crunches in the middle. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds, make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Crispy, my dude! Pablo, how's the shirt business going? My bud, I got men's shirts, I got women's shirts, I got tank tops in a variety of sizes, shapes and colors. Each one of them is fine quality, screen printed with the logo and visage of world-renowned witch house outfit Vacant Veil. Purchasable at most respectable retailers. But more specifically, out of the trunk of my car. I'm also selling my mom's world-famous homemade apple butter. I know, right? I know, right, Maria? He has all the shirts and he can't find one that is, you know, not full of holes. I mean, yeah, at least find something that is not chock full of holes. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Baby, you got it. I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. Listen, kid, you're gonna need some real-life skills out there if you're gonna make it out on the streets. I'm going to college. Hey. Same thing. Yeah. Look, I know you're not old enough to drink. Right? And I know you're smart enough not to drink until you're of legal age. But hypothetically, if you were to drink, it'd behoove you to drink a glass of water between rounds. Got it. Hypothetically. And if you wake up with a headache, all you gotta do is take a jar of pickles and drink the pickle juice. Yeah, I know, Maria. You're gonna be fine. What's going on here?
Give it a rest, buddy.
Girl talk. Mary turns back to Amanda. Now let me tell you about how to deal with a bad roommate. First thing to know, you get straight A's if they die during the semester. Mary! I didn't know that.
Come on.
Relax, it's a myth.
Hey.
Supposedly. Against my better judgment, I'll leave them be. I don't think I recognized that girl by the snack table. I should go say hello. I like her style. Hi, I don't think we've met. Oh, we've met years ago. And I'm here for my revenge. You're Robert's kid, aren't you? Spot on. I guess that makes you Chris P, huh? Yeah, it's nice to meet you. I'm glad Robert brought you along. I know, right? That whole style... She could take someone's eyes out with those nails. That kind of looks more like a cat paw than an actual hand. That's cool. It has nothing to do with the claws, right, Terrace? I'm generally not interested in, anyone of any persuasion, but yeah. Nope. 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 I'm not going in there. I am not going there. He promised there would be free food, so that's kind of hard to pass up. And look, I don't know you, but can I get real with you for a second? My old man's a real closed book, Me and him, we got a long way to go. You don't erase decades of neglect in a week, but you sure can get tired of staying angry about it. That kind of bitterness, it poisons you, I think. I'm too young for that. Anyway, lately it's been better, a lot better. And between him shaving for once and how much he talks about you, I get the feeling you have something to do with it. So, thanks. Robert means a lot to me. I'm glad he's getting better. Just keep an eye on him while I'm not around, okay? Or else. What? I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know why I'm like this. I think it runs in the family. Yeah, so do I. Amanda trots up to the conversation. Hey, I love your necklace. And your hair. And just, geez, your whole vibe is cool. Thanks. I like your jacket. My girlfriend collects pins too. Ooh. Oh, this is my daughter Amanda. Amanda, this is Robert's daughter Val. Yeah, exactly, Maria. Nice to meet you. I heard you're a photographer. Aspiring photographer. I'm going to school for it. You take pictures? I know, right, Maria? Yeah, she's taken. Yes. Then you're a photographer. Welcome to the biz. Val hands Amanda a business card. If you're ever looking for internships, shoot me an email. Anyway, I need to go make friends with that woman over there who's dual-wielding wine glasses. Catch you later. Dual-wielding wine glasses. Val walks away. That was hard to say. She's so cool. She gave me her business card. She touched my hand. Congrats, you just networked for the first time. I'm a regular business lady now. Quarterly projections, stock market, synergy. While you're making a fortune as a businesswoman, I gotta keep this party going. Catch your ram pops. Chris. Wow, we haven't talked to this guy for so long that. Chris P. Brian, you made it. Huh, I don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Huh? Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Sure thing, pal. Say, let me know if you ever want to head out on the lake. I'd be happy to pull you out of the drink again. Deep breaths. Daisy trots up.
Hi, Amanda's dad.
Hey. Hey, Brian's daughter. See? See how that feels?
This is a really great party. Thank you so much for inviting us.
You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro. Bro. People who have to have a dick measuring contest at any time they meet is just so tiring.
Hi, River.
Oh.
This is a real rager. Taking our older age into Sorry. This is a real rager. Taking our older age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild. Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on you. Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake.
Yeah, I know, baby smile.
You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Let's hit the gym sometime soon, huh?
Oh.
Boop. Sure thing, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Hi, little ones.
Hello. Hiya. Thank you for the all that. That's not English. Thank you for all.
Why is ice cream so hard to say suddenly? Thank you for all that ice cream cake. I think it's because this word that doesn't belong there.
Oh.
Wait, girls. How much of that did you eat?
Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe me. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you.
Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah?
Hey.
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats from us. Looks like you stepped in. Looks like you've settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year, and I'm sure the kids would love to see you dance moves again. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime.
Sure, Joseph. That'd be great.
Well, see you later. That was awkward. Why was that awkward? Hugo comes up. Hugo comes up with... Seriously. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese.
Oh.
The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Crispy. Thanks, Hugo. I learned from the best. Yeah, he is a bit of a creep here. I've got a pocket full of gift cards that say you already knew a thing or two. Let's get together for trivia night again sometime soon, huh? You know it. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to a dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey! Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things at art school. Ha, yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me.
Hey.
You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Oh.
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so... She will fit into college just fine.
Oh.
Hey man. Matt! Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of banana bread Kennedys ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. Have you gotten that oregano smell out of your upholstery yet? Still working on it. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks dude. Good cake. I stare at Lucian. He knows. I know. But I am a man of my word. The story of his oregano betrayal will go unsung. Thanks for coming by. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So... I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. Ooh, that is so sad. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry, don't cry. I swear to God, Crispy, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking, all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock him dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right?
Ugh.
Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard where Robert is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream. You're friends with the Emmas again? The hell? Love ya, Pops. I'll never understand high school drama. She's friends with the Emmas now, didn't they betray her? Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Robert as the last guests make their way out of the party.
Hey.
Hey. Hey. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. So, I had a chance to talk to Val. She physically threatened you? Yeah. That's my girl. She said you've been doing better. Trying to work on the vices. I also showered today. We sit in silence for a moment. You know, Every day for me is a battle against my own self-destructive habits. But lately it's gotten a little easier. Thanks for talking some sense into me. It's hard to get things through my thick skull sometimes, but what you said that night has actually helped. I'm glad. I like you, Crispy. I like you a lot. I haven't felt this way about someone in a long time. I lean in and kiss him for a moment before he pulls away. He takes my hand in his.
Oh.
You're special to me.
Aww.
But I have some stuff I need to work on emotionally before I can get into anything romantic with you. You deserve better than who I am right now. I need to be on my own for a bit, figure things out. Of course. I think what you need right now is a friend, and I'm very happy to be that for you. Thank you. That means a lot to me.
Nice!
And if you're ever ready for more than that, you know where to find me. Let's hunt ghosts sometime? I would love that. I put my head on his shoulder and we watched the sun slowly dip below the horizon together.
Aww! That's so cute.
Well, this thing has been created by these amazing, lovely, awesome people. What we have to decide now... let's leave it to run for a second. Sorry. Did you see who did the voice for Matt in this game? The voice actor for Matt, his name is Chris P. Bacon. What's the name of our character? Oh, that's awkward. That is awkward. That is really awkward. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay, so what we have to... Okay, that's pretty cute. Oh, I like that. Betsy, Robert. That's a pretty nice photo. That is a really nice photo. It is it can get a bit lonely, but all you have to remember is that there are people there who are watching you, and you make the best stream you can for those who are there. You cannot entertain people who are not watching, so you entertain those who are already there. And that's the most important part. Okay. we're gonna click on continue, and then I'm going to find where that save file was. There it is. That should be it. Right? This should be it. So now we are starting before the third date with Robert. And I think I've played the third date with Damien before. So if you want, but I don't remember anything from it. Exactly, Jason. I play games that I think are interesting and that I hope other people find interesting. If I can entertain the people who are here. Okay, let's go with Joseph then. Let's do a weird one and start from the bottom and go up, because we've already done Robert. So we have 6 others, but let's start from the bottom with Joseph then. Exactly. Exactly. You can only play games that you enjoy. Like, if you only play games for the views, and it's not a game you enjoy, viewers are going to notice. Like, immediately. I also found some bread. But yeah, let's go with Joseph. Oh, nice. Yeah, sure. But yeah, let's go with Joseph. We start from the bottom this time instead of starting with Craig. Save and continue. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Nightbot can be a bit of a butt at times. I really want to see Joseph again, but after that weird encounter with Mary... like I said, Nightbot can be a bit strange. Make sure you're still logged into Nightbot, because sometimes you get kicked out if it resets something. Yeah, you might be logged out from Nightbot. Or Stream Elements, whichever it is that you're using. Yeah, I had that problem as well. Now before I start streaming, I always check, okay, am I logged into Nightbot? Am I logged into Stream Element? Am I logged in here? Am I logged in here? Yes, I am. Okay, then we can go. Why does that cactus look like a cucumber? I'm getting distracted again. Yeah, sleep well, Jason. Take care and do stay safe. I hope to see you. If you're not streaming tomorrow, at least on... I don't think I have a hugs command. At least if you don't stream tomorrow, I will probably see you on Sunday. That's the one. You have to specify a target. You have to specify a target. There we go. But after that weird encounter with Mary, I don't know. He's my friend, right? I should be able to hang out with him and not be weird, right? Right? The computer pings as a message flies into my inbox. It's Joseph. Hi, Crispy. We should hang out. Like, actually hang out. No manual labor, no impromptu therapy sessions with sad DJs. No kids. Just me. Okay, I'm not gonna do that because that... I know that's the voice I started Joseph with, but I can't do that with the tooth missing. Cool, I'll try to pop in. I should be able to pop in tomorrow and before Dread stream on Sunday. Hi, Crispy. We should hang out. Like, actually hang out. No manual labor, no impromptu therapy sessions with sad DJs, no kids. Just you, me, and the open ocean. Wait, how are we gonna get on the open ocean? Whoa, prescient. How are we... Nah. How are we gonna get on the open ocean, you might ask? Good question. If you're interested, I'll meet you down by the marina and you can check out the goods, if you know what I mean. I mean my yacht. Let me know. Joseph owns a yacht? Oh, Joseph owns a yacht?
Yeah.
I'm as surprised as you are.
Oh.
You've been holding out on me. Yeah, got stuck in Joseph's accent. You've been holding out on me. Your only daughter, whom you love. What? Did you think that having me as a father would somehow afford you the fringe benefit of getting to go on a yacht? What else did it get me? Okay, which one do we want here? Do you want to roll for it? Okay, number 3. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. All 3 seems equally funny. I think, yeah, number 3, I think. Not a dog, that's for sure. Your words cut deep, Pops. Real deep. Dad, if there's one thing in the world that's better than a dog, it's a yacht dog. You and your yacht dog. That's a bond forged through the trials at sea. Relax, kiddo. Joseph's inviting me onto his yacht. It's going to be a yacht of fun. Oh, ow, I am deceased. You're a ferret, Terrace, not a bird.
Ugh.
I'm glad you're excited, but that doesn't mean you get to start throwing out puns. Croaker already has a boat. Sure, it's more fishing boat than yacht, but he has a boat. He also only has 1 health point left, which is funny. I say as being the person who caused him to have only 1 health point left. Why yacht, Amanda? Well, I gotta go get ready to go on my friend's yacht. I start to walk away, but Amanda stops me. Hey, in all seriousness, I hope you have fun. But make good choices, okay? But Dad... Don't stay out too late, or you can go to Jennifer Longford's birthday party this weekend. She promised me she would What? Oh, I'm dumb. Ask to prompose. She promised me she would propose to me, but ended up going with Logan Crutchfield. I'm not going anywhere near that party. Good bit, Dad. Good bit. I respond back to Joseph, letting him know I'll be there. A quaint marina complete with local mom and pop shops and a small diner frame the bay. I've gone for a few walks by the bayside to stare enviously at the nice boats before. Joseph should be around here somewhere. Gosh, this is fancy. I feel a little out of place. Chris P? That doesn't sound like Joseph. I turn around to find... Robert, hi. What's he doing here? Uh-oh. So, how's Joseph? Terrace, you little... Now I'm no longer mad about dropping your character to 1 HP. Robert comes off cold immediately. I get the feeling he's not happy I'm here. And what's with that look? He seems very angry. Very, very angry. He's going through some... He is going through some stuff. Robert blasts through a cigarette. So, I guess he's your friend now, huh? Your pal. Oh, he's... Robert, you're my friend too. And I suppose two friends just spend a night out on a private yacht together being buds, chatting about friendship. Is that what two friends do? Yes? I don't see a problem here. His voice is getting louder. What has gotten into him? Robert, come on. You know I'm not like that. Chris P., you might be an idiot, but I'm not. What's your problem with Joseph anyway? I don't like Joseph. I don't trust Joseph. Joseph is a bad guy and I don't want him around you. Robert, you committed petty larceny last week and think you've been haunted by the Dover ghost. It was the goddamn Dover ghost. Robert pauses to calm himself down. Joseph's not who you think he is. What is this? What? Ask him about it sometime. Bring it up and watch your back when you do, because a guy like that will put a knife right in it. Yes, you did! I'm glad I got snack for this, although my last walnut is gone because I chucked it at you. Robert flicks his cigarette into the front seat of a recently cleaned schooner before turning around to leave. He takes a step, hesitates, then turns back to face me. You're both awful. You deserve each other. Yes, yeah. You think? I'll tell Mary you said hi. With that, Robert storms off down the pier. Okay then. That was intense. That was intense. Okay, that just happened. Well, okay. I wander deeper into the marina. All of these boats are really, really nice. I wonder which one is Joseph's. Hey, Chris P. Joseph? Where are you? Up here. I look up. Joseph waves to me from atop a huge yacht. I've never been on a yacht before. You never forget your first. I glance at the name on the side of the boat. The St. Peter, huh? Inherited this thing from my pops. Real fire and brimstone type. Loved yachts. So what's the plan, Captain? I figure since last time we went a bit sideways, we could cast our lot out on the open sea, wrestle with Neptune, set sail on the seas of adventure. You're kind of a goofball when you're not wrangling your kids, you know that? Joseph smiles and winks from his perch. I have no idea what you're talking about. Joseph hops down and extends a hand to me, helping me up onto the yacht. I'm thrown off by how soft his hands are. Does he moisturize or what? Crispy, stop thinking about his hands. Pure thoughts. You're gonna be on a boat alone with Joseph on the open ocean. It's a yacht, he's married, it's fine. This is fine. After undoing the mooring and climbing on into his captain's seat, Joseph slowly takes the boat out, ringing the big steel bell with extra emphasis even though nobody else seems to be around. Showing off. Boat launched and man and boat launching as one. The St. Peter navigates out of the marina and into open water, with Joseph doing the occasional steering flourish as the boat bobs along with the waters. Is it just me who thinks that a vessel that is usually talked about as she and her is named the St. Peter? He seems a lot more relaxed out here. Joseph is definitely in his element. This is the part where we'll wrestle Neptune, so please remove your shirt and roll in some talcum powder. 1, 2, or 3. Which one do we choose? And yes, it is odd. Yeah, I was thinking number 2 as well. If we have no objections, let's go with number 2. I still can't get over his color coordination. That is just ridiculous. I was thinking number 2, but yeah. Let's go with number 2 because I think it's funny. Also, I just got it. I am dead. I am deceased. I am broken. It's a Neptuning fork. Okay.
Oh.
Joseph stifles a laugh. Collegiate level dad joke in there, Crispy. For a while we watch as the trees and waves pass us by. Where are we going?
Oh.
A little further out. It's a lot quieter once we get out on the open water.
Oh.
Plus, we could see whales. Whales are cool. I don't trust whales. Nothing should be that big.
Aye.
Noted. Joseph maneuvers the boat past some buoys. He sighs.
Oh.
I wish I could get out more often, but you know. Family, wife, saving souls.
Yeah.
So many souls. I can barely hold them all. I also want to swim with whales. Except for the part where it's terrifying in case you get crushed by them, but... I want to tangent out now, but I want to get this. I have so many questions. Okay, I was going to ask, like, how do you get that close without hurting the whales with the boat motors, but it wasn't intentional. That is a whole other story that maybe I shouldn't be tangenting into if I want to get anything done in the game. I watched Joseph work the boat. Despite his age, he doesn't look like he's slowed down at all. And from here I can see how toned his muscles are. Impure thoughts!
Eh?
I stare out at the ocean. Joseph's right. It's a lot quieter out here, but something about that conversation with Robert still bothers me. So, I ran into Robert. Was he wasn't waiting for you at the dock, was he? Oh, I'd love to hear that story, Terrace. Yeah, and smoking like a chimney.
Yeah.
That's Robert, all right. Is everything okay between you two? He seemed angry. It's... how do I put this?
Oh.
Did Robert ever proposition you for, escapades? Yes. Actually, he did. And did you take him up on that? No. Well... that's where we differ. Ooh! 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 That's why Mary's angry. I can see why Mary would be angry. Bad Joseph. Bad Robert for propositioning a married man. What? Yeah, I share that. I know. Father of 4, family man, married for Christ's sake. I should never have you, but I was in a bad place, and with Mary constantly out, Joseph settles himself before continuing. This definitely gets under his skin.
Oh.
I made a hasty decision, one which Robert does not exactly... he has a weird thing about casual, but he asked you. You'd have to ask Robert about the weird Robert politics of that. He's been weird about it ever since. Huh. 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 Well then.
Eh.
But it's over, right? Oh yeah, absolutely. That began and ended on the same day. Well, okay then.
Uh,
So you're not upset? I'm not. Things happen, Joseph, and I think you of all people deserve a little forgiveness. That's not his accent. Things happen, Joseph, and I think you of all people deserve a little forgiveness. Thank you, Crispy. That means more than you'll ever know. Joseph and I boat in silence as the bay gets smaller and smaller behind us. I decide to take a peek over the edge of the ship. The wake this thing kicks off is intense. I wonder if Joseph would ever let me water ski off off of his yacht. Hey, dolphins! Joseph, they're dolphins. So you're scared of whales, but not dolphins? I feel like there's an unspoken truth between man and dolphin. I would be more than comfortable riding a dolphin into battle. No, I'm not gonna comment on that. Dolphins are way more dangerous. They sometimes drown their babies for fun, you know. I did not know that. Give me a second. It really does sound like an awesome D&D scene, actually. I think there is a part where Tritons actually ride dolphins into battle. Not that they have to, because Tritons, but my cat was doing something weird. Not sure what, but I'll check that later. Can I trust nothing on the open ocean? Nope. I like to think that I'm pretty cool. Alright, Joseph, it's you and me versus the entirety of marine life. I yell out to the ocean. Number 2? Here's a secret. I've never actually had lobster. Okay, let's go with number 2 then. Nice! I like seafood most of the time, but lobster just seems to be too expensive. And then again, Terrace, you're a vegan, so it would suck if you really enjoyed fish and seafood and stuff like that, but you're still vegan. Yeah, that is fair. That is fair. Yeah. But yeah, imagine if you decided to go vegan, but you still really loved seafood. I think that would make your life harder. But I love fish. I love seafood. But I think the enjoyment you get out of certain seafood is not worth the price tag. I've never actually bothered. I've never tried lobster, so I have no opinion on it. But when you have to pay over 200 Swedish crowns for something that is this big, this wide, and slathered in butter, it's too much. Same thing with if you buy crayfish and it costs an arm and leg and 2 teeth to get it, and you still have to break it open. I love mussels though. Molfri is one of my favorite dishes. I used to hate them, but then I tried actually freshly caught and cooked mussels in Molfri. And okay, tangenting again. And nothing beats freshly caught fish that you grill on an open fire. That is so good. Like, so good. You tell him, Crispy. And here we are. Crispy, welcome to the ocean. I look out into the vast expanse of blueness. Yep, that's the ocean. I'm suddenly struck with an overwhelming sense of claustrophobia despite being in a wide open space. I'm on a boat with a handsome married man, and there are whales beneath us. Nothing should be that big.
Oh.
It's a little daunting, isn't it? Do you trust the whales? You know there are more dangerous things in the ocean than whales, right?
Aye.
Like tuna. The tuna is an apex predator. That's true. What about sharks?
Oh.
Sharks are tight.
Oh.
It's the tuna you gotta watch out for. And the whales. Hey, wanna look out wistfully over the sea with me? Joseph and I head to the bow of the ship to do some quiet contemplation. You know
Oh.
Shh. Quiet contemplation. I'm alone with my thoughts. Cool.
Yeah.
I look out to the sea for a bit, then over to Joseph. He looks so commanding as he surveys the ocean. It feels like he really is at home on the water. What Mary said to me at the bar. I can't stop thinking about it. Is she right? But she's terrible to him. He's unhappy. He deserves better. I don't know what to think about this, but I just feel so drawn to Joseph. I should say something. So, about Mary. Joseph continues to stare off into the distance. It's, well, if you really want to know. Suddenly I hear a sputter coming from the engine room. Joseph runs over to the boat's controls and taps on some dials. I guess we can talk about Mary later. Oh, okay, so
Ah.
we might have a small problem. What small problem?
Yeah.
We're out of gas. You didn't. Okay. The whales are gonna get us. The whales are siphoning. The whales are gonna get us. The whales siphoned our gas. It's okay. I can just call one of my boat buddies to come tow us back in. Joseph pulls out his phone.
Oh.
Just kidding. I can't do that because there's no service. I check my phone. I don't have service either.
Oh.
Should we just submit ourselves to the whales? Well, I do have an old radio in the office, but it's broken. Are you handy with tools? I'm a dad. If the radio is anything like frantically putting together a bike on Christmas Eve, it should be no problem. Let's take a look at it and see what we can figure out. Joseph directs me toward the radio and showcases its insides. Huh. I don't know how radios work. I think there's just some frayed wires in there. If we can reattach them, we should have a working radio in no time. We stare into the interior of the radio. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at. I don't think Joseph knows either. You know what? Let's just throw some stuff around in there and see what works. Oh no!
MacGyver, that radio.
Help. What? No. I don't even know how to do this. Help. Okay. don't even know how this is supposed to work. Okay, so that gum seems to be stuck. Just how? How? How did that work? How did that work? Hey, works kinda. How did that work? All I needed to do was chug some gum in there. The radio springs to life. Whoa, we did it! Joseph speaks into the receiver. Hello, hello? Can anyone hear me? He tries a few other channels. Nobody responds. We might be a little far out. I don't think there's anyone in range. How big is the range? Well, this radio came with the boat when my dad bought it in the 60s, so not great? That's reassuring. Now what? There's worse places to be stuck on a yacht. There's worse places to be stuck on than a yacht. Wine? Do we want wine or do we desperately want wine? Number 3, yeah, I feel it's time for wine. Yay! More wine! I keep a couple emergency bottles below deck. Wanna go grab some while I fiddle with this radio some more? Let's see. Wine. That's a mess in here. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Let's go explore everything. Examine the lounge. For an old yacht, this lounge is pretty high class. Wood panels on everything, leather couches. It's like an old Playboy photo shoot in here. Okay. Examine the bed. Oh, a California king. Swanky. It's unmade and a little messy. Less swanky. For an old yacht, this lounge is pretty high class. Blah, yeah. Examine the floor. There are some clothes strewn on the floor by the bed. Socks, slacks, yep, a pink polo shirt. Gee, I wonder who stays here. Well, I guess now I know if Joseph prefers boxers or briefs. This place seems a little lived in. Examine the side table. Hey, wine glasses! I must be hot on the trail. But no wine. I grab 2 glasses and get back to searching. Focus on the rest of the room. Examine shelf. I take a look at everything on the shelf. Examine photos. There's a few photos on the wall here. Looks like a picture from Joseph and Mary's wedding day. Nice grandpa glasses. Looking real slick there, Joe. Another picture of Mary and Joseph on this very yacht. Quality 90s fashion right there. Mary still has her patented stink face, but at least Joseph seems happy on the water. Hey, it's all the dads! Looks like it's from a couple of years ago. The gang's all here. Brian, Matt, Hugo, Craig, Damien, Robert. Wow, Robert's actually smiling. And wearing a sweater. I know that sweater. And there's one guy on the end that I don't recognize. Hugo's ex, maybe? And hey, here's Joseph go-karting with the kids. That's fun. I take a look at everything on the shelf. Books. Looks like a bunch of different Bibles. On brand. A couple of old wet magazines. I guess those must be Mary's. Wait a minute. Is this... Well. Now the hot body shoe is on the other hot body foot. I take a look at everything on the shelf. Examine knickknacks. If there's one thing Joseph does right, it's the odd stuff he puts on shelves. I take a moment to closely examine what I think is an old submarine clock. Ah, and there's the crosses again. Boy knows his crosses. Really cool design too. Focus on the rest of the room. We have the cabinet left. It's a sturdy cabinet, a little dusty, but I bet there are some treasures in here. Examine fire extinguisher. Look, you can tell a lot about a man by how seriously he takes his fire safety. Nice, Joseph, nice. It's a sturdy... Yeah, I already read that. Examine flashlights. Well, this is a solution to a different problem. Maybe if we're stranded out here for days and run out of electricity, we'll need these. But the chief concern right now is wine intake. Examine drawer. Hey, it's wine! A whole drawer full of wine. It's a yacht club miracle. Twilight Rouge, huh? Come to daddy. Finally, time to get back up to Joseph. Let's head back up to Joseph. I bring the wine and glasses up to the deck to find Joseph still hunched over the radio.
Oh.
Crispy, wine, good to see you two. Just in time for the sunset. I didn't take you for a drinker.
Nice.
Haven't you heard? I'm a cool minister. How cool.
Oh.
I can land half of my kickflips. What is that, like 4?
Oh.
5 on a good day. Poor me. Power pour. I'm liking the color scheme in this image as well. Number 2, okay. Power pour. Well, okay, time to party. We clink our glasses and drink up. This wine's not bad. There's a hint of... Am I tasting grapes? You have a discerning palate. It might be grapes. Joseph and I lounge on the deck with our yacht wine, taking in the ocean air. The sun starts to dip below the horizon. We could be stranded out here forever.
Oh.
I can't think of anyone else I'd want to be stranded with. It's just you, me, and all those whales. So many whales. You're killing the vibe.
Oh.
Revive the vibe, Crispy. Generally, it takes 3 days and a gigantic stone door rolled in front of a tomb, but I think we can save it. This view, though. Do you like your mysteries hot-bodied? I bet we'll have a whale of a time. What's it like owning a yacht? Okay, number 2. I never actually made that connection. So Robert has a nautical tattoo, and Joseph is wearing his sweater. I think that those two did not do anything remotely casual. And then someone decided to not pursue it. Do you like your mysteries hot-bodied? Okay, number 2.
Norm MacDonald! Norm MacDonald!
It's a real rewarding series, Crispy. Uh-huh. Look, you have fun with your word jumbles. I'll enjoy the well-crafted narrative excellence of a highly regarded serial. Of sex books. Detective novels. Sexy detective books featuring a hard-boiled gumshoe who can't be held down by the law, or by love, or by the mystery of the Spanish lover. You've read them too? The author really hit her stride around book 17. Okay. This view, though, I bet we'll have a whale of a time, or what's it like owning a yacht? You can choose, or we can roll for it. We do like our dice rolls here. 2 again. Whales, yeah. Whale. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I bet we'll have a whale of a time. Back to Wales, huh? I'm trying to alleviate my fear of whales by making jokes about them because I don't have any healthier coping mechanisms.
Oh.
Cheers to that. Nice! I go to take another sip of wine, but stop myself. Is wine an acceptable beverage in Margarita Zone? That it is, Crispy. All beverage of leisure are welcome in the Margarita Zone. This is almost what we wanted, right?
Oh.
No responsibility, no worries, other than possibly dying out here. And the whales.
Oh.
But yeah, I'd say we're in the zone. Joseph and I clink our wine glasses again. To the Margarita Zone.
Wink.
Wasted away again. If you have any salt shakers, we can arrange them into a pentagram to summon Jimmy Buffett. Maybe he can save us.
Oh.
As a youth minister, I make pacts with neither the devil nor island jammers. If we're to get off this boat, it'll be by the grace of God.
Ah.
Or Steely Dan. Amen.
Hey.
Our laughter dies down. We're both silent for a moment, looking into each other's eyes. Joseph leans in closer. I feel myself doing the same. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. I can't help but feel like doing this will only end up hurting someone else. But his face is real close to my face.
Yeah.
Crispy, I have to tell you something.
Hmm.
Mary and I are done. I pull back. I think about the clothes strewn around the lounge, the undone bed. Are you living on this boat?
Yeah.
I didn't want to mention it, but he sighs, strolling back to the controls of the boat. I lean on the console next to him. We had a very long talk, and it's unsalvageable. I'm staying here until everything's sorted out. Oh, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do. I'm fine actually. It was a long time coming. For the first time in a long time, I'm seeing a path to happiness, and now I can focus on myself and stop trying to deny the things that make me happy. Yeah, that's a good decision to make.
Aye.
I need someone who will be there, someone kind and honest. And you deserve that, Joseph, you really do. Anyway, I've been having this crazy feeling there's someone who I could get in the habit of having around. Someone very close to here. Is it Wales? I mean you. Oh. I was trying to be subtle here. I think I'm picking up what Joseph's putting down. I lean forward, closing the gap between us when Joseph grabs the receiver. Come in, come in. Is anyone there? No. Over. We're stranding out on open waters. We've been out here for hours. Please send help. Over. But wait. Are you guys gonna kiss? I mean, what are your coordinates? Over. Crispy? Have you been leaning on the talk button this whole time? I look down. Oh, I've definitely been leaning on the talk button. Betrayed by my own butt yet again. Yeah, the Coast Guard kind of butted in there, didn't he? I didn't lean on it, you leaned on it. Neither of you were leaning on the talk button. We didn't hear anything. Over. Hey, were you listening to us? Sir, we here at the Coast Guard are professionals. We were not doing that. But as professionals, it seems like you deserve happiness, and we think it's closer than you think. Over.
Oh.
How soon could you guys be here to give us a tow? Over. We'll, pick you up in the morning. Sounds like you two have some stuff to hash out. Over and out. Wait!
Right.
Silence. Nobody returns our radio calls.
Yeah.
I think they left. We stared at each other for a second. Well, Joseph carefully places the receiver on the table, making sure the talk button isn't pressed in. Well, okay.
Hey.
Joseph grabs me by the shirt and pulls me into a kiss. His lips are soft and sweet from the wine, and his skin is still warm from the sun. I reach for his belt and pull him even closer, running my free hand under his shirt and up his side. He pushes me against the boat's console, kissing down my neck. Forceful.
Oh.
Come on. His hands drift to my thighs and he effortlessly picks me up. Ooh, guys, has some muscle on him. Wow. Joseph carries me below deck. I'd be lying if I said that I hadn't fantasized about this, but I didn't think he'd be so aggressive. I wanted this for so long. He throws me onto the bed. I let out a little yelp. Lots of time to kill, Crispy. We better get started. Ooh. Oh man, I might have overdone it on the wine last night. Just a few more minutes of sleep will do just fine. Yeah, I know. That doesn't mean my actual adult brain didn't just go wee. Wait. I open my eyes to find Joseph's face a few inches from mine, an arm slung around my waist. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out off stream. I open my eyes to find Joseph's face a few inches from mine, an arm slung around my waist. He's sleeping peacefully, his hair is mussed and his lips still a little red. I think this is what I was talking about when we were discussing Margarita Zone. Finding little perfect moments of joy, like the way the light falls across Joseph's face, or how he's still holding me tight even in his sleep. Okay, cool. Well, I'll check, I'll talk to you about that after the stream, Taris, because now I'm curious. I'm very tempted to curl up closer to him and keep sleeping, but I know the Coast Guard will probably be here soon and I'd like to be wearing clothes when that happens. I nudge Joseph. It takes a couple of shakes before he blearily opens his eyes. When he notices me hovering over him, he breaks into a huge grin. Ah, that's so cute! We should get dressed. Joseph pulls me in for a kiss. Do we have to? Another kiss. Stop trying to tempt me. Fine. The Coast Guard eventually shows up and tows us back to the bay. They, thankfully, keep their comments to themselves. Joseph and I step off of the yacht and he walks me to my car. I had a great time. Me too. No thanks to the whales.
Yeah.
Shh. You're on land now. They can't hurt you here. Take care, Joseph.
Oh.
You too. He gives me one last kiss on the lips before he turns around and walks back to his boat. Well, I've been gone an entire day. Hopefully Amanda is alright. Amanda, Dad!
Huh?
She runs up and hugs me. I was genuinely concerned about your well-being, but upon closer inspection, you seem to be okay. What happened? The yacht ran out of gas and we got stuck. But it was okay because I was on a yacht. Weren't you scared? Your father feels no fear. Were you able to take care of yourself for the night? Yeah, just did a ton of drugs, vandalized a few cars, and then embezzled some funds from my school. All in all, pretty low-key night. Where'd you learn that from? I learned it from you, Dad. Well, if you did, you would have funneled those funds through a legitimate cash and carry business, fudging the books over the course of years so you don't arouse suspicion from the feds. Rookie mistake, Panda. Don't embezzle. Just don't.
Huh?
I'm glad you're back in one piece. Did you make good choices? Yeah. I think I did. But hey, I'm starving. Wanna make sandwiches out of whatever we can find in the fridge? More than anything, Pops. Ah, cute. Ah, okay. Whoa. Thank you so much for following, Magnolia Meow. And welcome on in. I hope you have fun with my silly voices trying to do this whole game thing. We are wrapping up the third dates with all the dads, and we just finished. We did Robert earlier. I'm not sure if you were here for that, and we just finished Joseph's. I do hope that this A rank is enough to give us the good ending with Joseph, even though we kind of tanked it in the second date, first and second date. Awesome. Do you have to hit like over 80,000 or something like that? I don't know. That's fair. Phew, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. There's a gaming console there. Be cool, Crispy, be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start? Something fishy? Rats. I'm just gonna power through this a bit, because we have already seen this part with the Robert ending. And if it is how I think it is, we have already gotten the good ending with Amanda in the books because of what happened before the third date. There's a cat hair in my tea. So it's the feds was the one that life of crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send them in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the US government. Well, if they think they're gonna take me alive, they got another thing coming. I'm kidding, you're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Should we just fast forward this? No, we have plenty of time. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table, where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Oh, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figured you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers! This is all 19 seasons! Yes! I managed to say it in one breath. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this, thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you wanna hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door.
Hey.
What? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Hey, Robert's still there. I was surprised to see that. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here! Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is, fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with crunches in the middle. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, just go and have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Crispy, my dude! Pablo, how's the shirt business going? My bud! I got men's shirts, I got women's shirts, I got tank tops in a variety of sizes, shapes and colors. Each one of them is fine quality, screen printed with the logo and visage of world-renowned witch house outfit Vacant Veil. Purchasable at most respectable retailers. But more specifically, out of the trunk of my car. I'm also selling my mom's world-famous homemade apple butter. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Baby, you got it. Oh no, Mary's here. With everything that's happened between me and Joseph, I should be a good host and say hi to her. But I don't wanna. Come on, Crispy, you can do this. I walk up to Mary.
Give it a rest, buddy.
Hey. You been good? Just peachy. I have to go over there now. That went about as well as I could have expected it to. Yeah. Crispy. Brian, you made it. Huh. I don't pass up good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Huh. Just not bad? Yeah. It's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Sure thing, pal. Say, let me know if you ever want to head out on the lake. I'd be happy to pull you out of the drink again. Deep breaths. Daisy trots up.
Hi, Amanda's dad.
Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels?
This is a really great party. Thank you so much for inviting us.
You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro.
Oh.
This is a real rager, taking our older age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Hey!
Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Let's hit the gym sometime soon, huh? Sure thing, dude. Brian and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Hi, little ones.
Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake.
Wait, girls. How much of that did you eat?
Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and now wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. No one will ever believe you.
Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah?
Bro!
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats from us. Hugo comes up to me with a plate. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese.
Oh.
The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Crispy. Thanks, Hugo. I learned from the best. I've got a pocket full of gift cards that say you already knew a thing or two. Let's get together for a trivia night again sometime soon, huh? You know it. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to a dream school. I am glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends to not see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher.
Hey.
Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things at art school.
Hi, yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me.
Hey!
You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention.
Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want and there's nothing you can do about it.
Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe?
Nope.
Oh!
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so...
She'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Hey. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. See you later.
Hey!
Hey, man. Matt.
Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of banana bread candies ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. Have you gotten that oregano smell out of your upholstery yet? Still working on it.
Oh.
What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks dude, good cake. I stare at Lucian. He knows. I know, but I am a man of my word. The story of his oregano betrayal will go unsung. Thanks for coming by. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat next to Joseph. Joseph, it's so great to see you again.
Oh.
Great party. I should have you organize the next youth group mixer. My dance skills are ready whenever you need them. Hey, if you aren't busy this weekend, I was thinking we could maybe catch a movie or something.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds like that sounds like it would be fun. This feels weird. It doesn't feel like it did on the yacht. So, I guess things are still friendly with Mary. Yeah, I want to talk to you about that. Joseph sighs. We talked, and we talked for a long time. And there was some yelling and some crying, but ultimately there was reconciliation. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Crispy. I have to make this work with Mary. Oh. I know, I shouldn't have. I didn't mean to hurt you. And I'm really sorry you got caught up in all this. I just felt so alone lately. I'm not even sure if I'm doing the right thing here.
Oh.
You've come to mean so much to me, and I'll never forget all those beautiful moments we shared together. But I have to thank you. In a way, this whole thing with you helped me realize that I still love my wife very much. Oh. That's great. I know this probably isn't what you want to hear, and I'm sorry you were hoping for something different. But this is where my life is, and I'll need to do right by my family. But hey, Joseph squeezes my hand. We'll always have margaritas on. Joseph stands up.
Oh.
Take care, Crispy. You too, Joseph. Joseph walks off. Man, did I do something wrong? Was there another way this could have ended if I'd done things differently? I walk over to the half-melted remnants of the ice cream cake and shove a forkful into my mouth. This ice cream cake is my new boyfriend. The last guests begin to make their way out of the party. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you.
Ah.
For me? Why? Yeah, I'd say so. Like, Joseph's family's back together. We ruined our relationship with Robert, but that could probably be mended. Mary's still pissed at us for obvious reasons. But it might have been the best kind of ending. For me, why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but... yeah. I haven't got... This is the first time I've played through this part, so...
Ah.
Growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry, I swear to God, Crispy, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad, I love you, and I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we need at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life.
You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Well, run, Terrace. We only have 12 minutes left of the stream. Knock him dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff, intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda and I wave bye to the partygoers as they leave. We sit together and watch the sun slowly dip below the horizon. I'm glad you made some friends. Yeah. I know that's maybe not what you were looking for, but these people care about you. I love you, Dad. We'll always have each other. You're right. It's gonna be hard at first, but this is the next chapter in our story, and I would be nervous about it, but I know that you're always gonna be looking out for me the same way I'll always be looking out for you. Team Bacon? Team Bacon. Okay, so... is there... Okay. We watched these credits earlier, so I'm going to try and fast speed past them real quick. There we go. You're the best, Pops. Amanda. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.